Hey everybody, this is the DF Wrestling Podcast here with you on Monday, November 4th, 2019. Hope you all had a great weekend. And what I like to do here on this page from time to time is, I know you people love the Wrestling Observer content, the content that I've been putting up this weekend, especially with Brad Shepard and Sean Ross Sapp on this whole situation with WWE and Saudi Arabia, but from time to time, I will be doing these hotlines, and I will be talking about current stuff in the wrestling business and really giving you my take on what is happening. So, first and foremost, today's topic is all going to be about NXT and AEW, and I'm going to give you some hypotheticals if there is a possibility on what could happen in the future if both of these brands get canceled by their respective partners when it comes to a TV network. Who has more to lose in the situation, and what does it mean to the professional wrestling business if it happened? Now, the first thing that I'm going to be talking about is, of course, all you wrestling fans out there love those ratings, and we've been seeing this for the past, ever since the Wednesday Night Wars began. NXT and AEW have been declining in the ratings. And the last couple of weeks of the ratings, they have declined. Mainly because of, the postseason in baseball. Last week we had Game 7 of the World Series. And any wrestling community, whether it's the YouTube wrestling community, whether it's the Facebook wrestling community, Twitter, Reddit, whatever, they want to know if there's a ratings threshold where you think cancellation becomes a possibility. Here's the thing about this. Unless a show has this ironclad deal with a network, there's always a threshold where cancellation becomes a possibility. You look at AEW right now with TNT. They're not even close to that right now. I've been hearing that TNT, they were expecting 500,000 viewers, and their deal with AEW is an advertising split. Plus, you have production cost. Now, TNT right now is very happy about this. And they should be, because they're getting more than what they're paying for. Now, when it comes to AEW side of things, is AEW going to be happy if they can't get a better TV deal than this in the future? Because what AEW's goal is, they want to become this valuable wrestling promotion in the long term. Of course, they can also last as long as the cons, they're willing to support the company. Now, when you look at USA Network with NXT, does AEW have the most to worry about if USA canceled NXT and they just move it back to the WWE network, while AEW would be without a TV deal? Okay. Of course AEW is going to be worried about this. When you look at NXT is a third brand for the WWE. It's not a minor league brand anymore. I've been saying that for a while, that NXT is now a main roster brand. And it always has, even before they made their presence felt on the USA Network. And it can always go back to the WWE Network, because it would be added as value content. AEW is the brand in their company. So, in my opinion, if you want to become a success, they need to get a TV deal that pays them real money if they want to be successful in the long term. And I can also say this too about NXT. And what do NXT and AEW have in common? Yes, they only run one event most weeks. Of course, AEW every Wednesday. They don't have any house shows. I don't expect them to be a house show product in the near future. It would shock me if they start doing house shows. But NXT, they do house shows and they do travel, which is why I say too they are a third brand for the WWE right now. And they also have pay-per-views every once in a while. They're not like the WWE where they have pay-per-views every month. Now, merchandise sales are always popular in the professional wrestling business. Of course, AEW to me, they are partnered with Pro Wrestling Tees. WWE has their own merchandise sales, which you can use on their website. So, yes, money comes from events, merchandise sales, and pay-per-views, but the money, the real money, comes from the TV deals. Now, let's say in a situation, both of these brands get canceled. Does it worry me that the WWE main roster will never get better because Vince McMahon's going to think, okay, people prefer Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown as real brand of sports entertainment? Does it worry me? No. Does it concern me? Yes. Now, the thing I just want to say about this, and I'm going to get into this quickly, is that I just hope that Triple H can convince Vince McMahon or keep convincing Vince McMahon, even if it is slow, that the main roster brand of Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown needs to evolve. And if the ratings go downward, now Monday Night Raw's ratings last week was pretty bad, especially the third hour. The third hour had record lows, and I kind of do see that tomorrow night too for Monday Night Raw, where the ratings will continue to go downwards because of Monday Night Football. Now, if that happens, Vince McMahon is probably going to be open to listening to Triple H. Give you an example. What we saw on SmackDown this past weekend. Yes, when you had most of that main roster stuck in Saudi Arabia because of an airplane situation, Vince McMahon was backed into a corner. He had to roll a big dice, and what happened? SmackDown on Friday was great. And it was because they used the NXT brand. Now, sure, there were some booking stuffs in there that kind of surprised me. Brock Lesnar. Okay. Going to Monday Night Raw. Alright. I've heard stuff that they were going to announce that this past week on WWE Backstage, where there was going to be some kind of breaking news. And then the NXT stuff that the wrestlers came in from NXT, that was great. And it gives me a bit of hope with Triple H in the WWE right now convincing Vince McMahon. So that's really my take on all of this stuff with NXT, AEW, and of course later on in the week I will be putting up some of the Wrestling Observer radios, of course the reviews of Monday Night Raw, Wednesday Night Wars as always. I don't know if I'm going to put on the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view review. We'll see what happens with that. So, yes, keep your eyes, ears peeled for all of that. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And I will try to put my own content on in the very near future. So, until then, I hope you all enjoy your Monday. And I am out. Deuces and love.